Hi everyone, Jill here with a new video, my first one in a little while. I apologize, I haven't made a video in a month or so at least, probably more than that. I know I was sick a lot, and I've had a chronic bronchitis among other things, so today I'm going to try my best not to clear my throat and cough. We'll see how that goes. And I have to admit, I lost a little bit of interest maybe. I wasn't getting any new subscribers. I didn't feel I was getting many views. I don't know. I started getting a little discouraged, and I thought, oh, why am I doing all this work? It doesn't really matter. But then this week, I was really excited. All of a sudden, I had a bunch of new subscribers and comments, and I thought, what's going on? And I hope that doesn't have too much glare in the screen. Shell C. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Paper Ocotillo Studio. Look, she's got 11,945 subscribers, but she did a shout out video, and she chose 3 small channels that had very few subscribers to give support and to generate some interest and encourage us. And let me tell you, I was inspired. I thought, okay, I'm going to make a new video. So thank you so much, Chelsea. It's really nice to see artists build each other up and encourage us, and she was so kind. So thank you again, and here we go. So here's the beginning of my page. I did this drawing before coming on. It's very simply my Graph Gear 500 mechanical pencil, paper stump, and a kneaded eraser. I didn't want it to be really polished. You can see it's a little rough. It's a little, this is my journal. This is not going to be a fancy piece of art. I'm not planning on selling it and the other reason I'm doing it in my journal is I'm going to collage on a bunch of tissue paper. And in the past, I have done tissue paper art, hung it on my wall, and it fades. It's not color fast at all. In a year or two, it almost has no color whatsoever. So, but I thought it would be fine in my journal. I like the position of her head, and I'm hoping to give her a mass of hair and some sort of dress, and we'll see how it goes from there. I'm going to use matte medium, fluid matte medium. Let me get a cup. I'll use this little cup here. Just some inexpensive brushes. Oh, sorry, I hope that wasn't a really loud pop. Just some inexpensive brushes, nothing fancy. And let's start. I picked out, oh, I also have a few pieces of napkin here. These are napkin because I want to mix some black and white. These over here are all tissue. You know what else? I know I have bleeding tissue paper somewhere, and today I could just not find it, and that's so annoying because I know I have it. It's somewhere in this studio in a box or a bin. I thought for her hair, I wanted a lot of these warm orange, red, pink, and then mix in a little bit of these blue, green, and teal, and then do the opposite for her dress. It'll be mostly blue, green, and teal with maybe a little bit of orange. Let's see how it goes. But I'm going to start by putting down some black and white first. And I'm just going to tear some pieces. I have to tell you that when this is all done, if it seems really boring, I might just speed up this part because, I don't know how boring it'll be to watch me collage and collage and collage. Let's see. This is pretty. Just in case, I'm going to speed up this part. Let me stop the video. Okay, that did take a pretty long time. It's not completely dry, but it's set. I don't think anything will get disturbed now if I continue to work. I'm really pleased with the way she's turning out. That's exactly what I had envisioned in my head. For working on this background, I'm going to start with a wrought iron matte acrylic paint from Folk Art. I couldn't decide. Would I use black gesso and make it really bold? But I like this wrought iron. It's a very dark, I don't know. If this isn't dark enough, I can always go over it with gesso. So let's see. I'm going to start back here. You know, I really don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, look at my little paper palette, my music paper. This is what I'm using to put my paint on. I'm really not sure what I'm doing at this part. I kind of have an idea. I know I want a dark background, but I don't want all, like here along her skin, I want a crisp edge, but along her hair, I know that I want it, you know what I'm going to need? I'm going to need a piece of, oh, I just bumped the camera, I apologize. Going to need a piece of deli paper to protect the next page in my journal. I didn't really need it for the collage part, but I'm going to need it to protect it from the paint. So, let's see. I'm not sure what I did with this back shoulder either. I'm not sure where it ends. I'm not sure what's supposed to be happening back there. So I'm going to wing it. I'm going to try and make it a messy edge where you're not sure where her shirt starts and where the background starts, if you know what I mean. So let's see. That's a little too messy. I'm going to cover up some of those light areas. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it straight, flat black, if I'm going to doodle over it with a white pen, if I'm going to scrape over it with another color. Oh, you know what? I had intended on covering over those blue, and I never got back to it. Oh well, let's see what happens. I was going to cover over those blue with some of this purpley red like I did up in these areas so that it would just fall back and become dark shadows, but I seem to have forgotten. I can always go back. Or, you know what I could do? Let's hit it. There we go. See, you never know. I'm going to hit it with a touch of this black and just let that red peek through. How's that? Let's see. I like that. Oh, you know, this is dangerous. This little piece of paper keeps moving on me. What do you think? I like it. Now, I've got this really dark here. I'm going to have some touches of it somewhere up here, so it's not so harsh and abrupt. I wonder if this brush is small enough. Let's see. Can help me straighten out that cheek a little bit too. There we go. See, that's what I envisioned. I wanted her hair to sort of, her hair, the collage that represents her hair, to sort of fade out into that background. There are two artists that I follow on Instagram that really inspire me. And if you look them up, you'll know what I'm talking about. One is Silvio Porzionato. I think I'm pronouncing that right. He does a lot of what do you call it? Exhibitions or exhibits in galleries in Istanbul. And his is all oil painting. He's not collage. But they're these gorgeous women, and sometimes men, with hair and dresses, and I drool over them. They're huge. They're great big giant canvases. So if you look him up, you'll see a little bit how I'm inspired by him. And the other is Juliette Belmont. She does the paintings with the collage hair and embellishments and found materials and fabric. I would say this has a little bit of each of them in it. Look at that. I'm not sure about those two white dots, if they're too much or if they're a little bit of interest up there. For now, I'm going to leave them. Once again, this is where I had put some really dark. I get nervous going so close to the edge of the face, but that tissue had left a really rough edge. Yeah, I'm not sure about that side of the shape of that side of her face, but I wonder if I should swing the whole book around. I don't know. I'll try and keep it here. Do the other side. My hand is probably blocking. I probably should have a baby wipe. Sorry for all the noise, but let me get a baby wipe out. Because in places where I put too much, I want to be able to blot it back off. See, because of that gel medium, you're going to be able to do that. I'm getting away from this area down here. Let's see. I know this area up in here is too bright and too plain. So let's see if I can. going to need a little bit of dark in there. Yep. I'm sorry, I'm not talking much right now. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. And I'm not sure I want to speed this part of the video up. I think I want to leave this. I'm going to have to try and turn this around. My problem is when I turn it around, I'm not sure I'm still in the camera. So let's try this. Okay. Let's see what happens here. I really hope that's still in the camera. And this will help me cover up that blue that I ended up with on this side. There's a little tip down under her ear there. I like the way the black in places is streaky and not solid. I like that look. Let's see, go around her shoulder. And once again, this shoulder is a little more definite, what happened with this shoulder and arm, than the other side. So I think I'm okay with just giving her a more definite. Let's see. If you notice, I tried to keep a lot of my strokes going this way to give it a, I don't know, a little bit more of a uniform look. Let's see. I'm going to have to go down into her dress down here. It'll hit some texture here. You might not be able to see that on camera, but where there's texture from the tissue paper, look, one piece of black didn't get covered up there with tissue paper. I might have to go back and put a piece there. Okay, let me stop the camera, see if I'm still in the frame, which I have to crawl out from under my tripod to look at my camera. And I'll let this dry and I'll be right back. Okay. So we're just about done. There are a few little things bothering me that I'm going to go back and fix before we finish. One is this one piece of, I don't know, her hair, her scarf, whatever it is that's around her head. This one piece is too prominent and too plain for me. So I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to put a little bit of gel medium and a little piece of pattern paper. Okay, just to break it up. And then I took some of these pieces, little teeny tiny pieces. Already I can tell. That's better. I need a little piece of orange, I think. Maybe I can do one little piece over here. There. You see that? That's better. The other thing I want to do is, and I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it's worth a try. Oh, I should sharpen. I'm sorry. One of the things I should do before I start sharpen my Stabilo All, my black Stabilo All pencil. Looks like my dog chewed that. Look at that. There's dog chew marks. A little stinker. I live by these pencils. I have one everywhere. I'm going to try and smooth out and fix this edge of her face. It's just not looking right to me. So I'm going to put this on, but then activate it with a wet brush, and let's see what happens. I wasn't sure if I should go back in with paint or if I should do it this way. Now I'm not going to make my brush soaking wet because I have to be careful what happens here. Let's see. I went a little too far onto her face there. Now, if I was sure that I had matte medium everywhere, I could just wipe Stabilo off. But I'm pretty sure some of that is... oh, Jill, concentrate, focus. I'm pretty sure some of that is just... Now, see, I'm ruining this side of her face. Some of that is just raw paper with the graphite on it. So let's see. Let's finish this off and stop farting with it. I don't know. I'm going to stop. Although, see, I can see this side's bothering me too. We never learn, right? Let's try this one. Right here. I'm not going to try and do too much, just a little bit. Okay. There, I think that helped. Okay. I am pretty sure she is done. Going to make sure I'm still in the frame. Yep, I am. What do you think? I've been doing a lot of these. Not a lot. I have done several. Let me show you. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen these. Graphite drawings with backgrounds. This one is collage and stencil and paint. This one is paint. It's a medium gray with Neocolor crayons drawn on top. This one is acrylic paint, and this is Neocolor 2 crayons. And this one, obviously, graphite pen work. I can't remember. I think I might have used my fountain pen. And a nice dark background. So you can see it's a little theme. I'm trying different ways of the contrast of the graphite and the backgrounds. And I think she belongs right in there with that set. I decided to leave the 2 white dots. Somehow I like them. I think I almost should add maybe a few more. What do you think? Should I? All right. Let me get out some golden titanium white. I'm going to take that same brush I was just using on the Stabilo. And let's see. Let's try it. I can always paint them out, right? All right. Make sure my brush is pretty as dry as I can get it. That's pretty bright, huh? Let's take that baby wipe. I think what I've got is too much on my brush. The question now is, like, where do you put them? I don't know. It's too distracting, isn't it? Let's see. Nope. Maybe a few white spatters. Yes, I could do some white spatters. Let's do this. Cover up her face. That's probably too big a brush for spattering, right? Let me get a little, find a tiny brush. Now that's tiny. Let's see what happens there. I'm going to add some water, thin it down, and let's go for it. I'll just cover over her face. Yeah. Hey, spattering is always good, right? Now we have to go this way. I like that. Let's see. Bear with me. I didn't get enough paint or something there. Let's see how it looks. I can live with that. Gives it a whole nother dimension. I don't know, does she need some on her dress? I wish somebody could give me advice right now. Let's try it. And there we go. All right. Let me know what you think. Thinking about doing a little series of, I don't know, they say it's a thing. It's called Crash the Stash. I have a whole full studio of supplies. Some I haven't used in a year, 2 years, never. And I was thinking about getting some of those out, and each video try and use something I haven't used in a very, very long time. And let me tell you, I've already come up with about 12 different choices. So let me think about that. And I also am due to do another journal flip. My one journal from the end of the year last year, from November, December, really made me happy. I was really happy with that, so I might do a flip on that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Hold on and I'll give you some close-ups.